Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. A U.S. think tank's bid to obtain Prince Harry's immigration records was unsuccessful, but the group has promised to appeal the decision. Yesterday, Prince Harry got some good news when U.S. officials rejected a request to make his visa file public in response to concerns about whether he had misled about his prior drug usage. However, the conservative think tank that petitioned the court to hear the case has blasted the Department of Homeland Security for withholding the Duke's immigration records. The organization's attorney vowed to keep fighting the verdict. Last week, the Heritage Foundation filed a lawsuit in an effort to compel the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, to respond more quickly to a FOIA request for the Duke of Sussex's personal immigration records. They contend that it is in the best interest of the public to learn whether Harry accurately described his prior drug usage, especially since he acknowledged using cocaine, marijuana, and magic mushrooms in his memoir Spare. It is possible for U.S. visa applications to be rejected due to drug use. However, this is not always the case. In lieu of issuing an injunction, Judge Carl Nichols ordered the U.S. government 1 week to answer to the think tank regarding whether or not it would make the files public. The DHS rejected the demands yesterday. According to a letter from its senior director, Jimmy Wolfrey, to the extent records exist, this office does not find a public interest in disclosure sufficient to override the subject's privacy interests. The Heritage Foundation responded angrily, saying in the New York Post that it shows an appalling lack of transparency by the Biden administration. The Department of Homeland Security's efforts to stonewall the Heritage Foundation's Freedom of Information request are unacceptable, and we will be contesting their position, he continued. We anticipated having to argue every phase of this action in federal court, and we will keep pushing for openness and responsibility for the American people. The Margaret Thatcher Center for Freedom director of the Heritage Foundation, Niall Burdner, also criticized the choice. He stated, "This argument makes no sense, but it's not surprising coming from the zero-transparency Biden administration." The Heritage Foundation's attempts to obstruct the Department of Homeland Security's Freedom of Information request are reprehensible, and we will be challenging their stance. In order to make sure that American laws are being applied fairly, Mike Howell, director of the Heritage Foundation's Oversight Project, requested information from the DHS under the Freedom of Information Act. The think tank asked to see if Harry had acknowledged using drugs in the 3 years prior to the publication of Spare. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and stay with us.